a dreamer, no. Deep up my feelings for you. Watch.
Hello reality viewers, welcome back again to Reality Latest Gist, the home of news and politics. For this channel, we dey drop news every day and we dey react to every videos wey comes our way. And na reality news na we dey drop for this channel, and we dey also dey talk am as e be. If today na the first time we say you dey come across this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are returning subscribers, I appreciate all of una for una massive support to this channel. I say may God bless all of una in Jesus name. Amen. I get video wey I want present to una this very moment, and I go dey follow una dey watch the video. After we don watch am together, make we drop our opinion constructively for the comment section. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. Bye for now.
Fellow Biafrans, my name is Prince Chimeze Richard, National Leader of the Biafra Nations, BNL. Before I start, let me salute you all in the Biafran dialects. Igbo Kwen, Igbo Kwen, Igbo Kwezon, Ejagam Kuwono, Ejagam Kuwono, Ejagam Atemobio, Ibibison, 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 Efigmekom, Eyes on, Izoke Memia, Emio. I salute you all the way from the Bakasi Peninsula. I've been here for the past few days to check on our officers and to know what the level of coordination they have done. Can you please permit me to say one or two things? I don't have much time. Recently we issued an order. I think that statement came directly from me, banning, ordering our members to shut down the borders, and also banning, we barred foreign vessels from moving towards our peninsula here. And I stated clearly that that action is in solidarity with our brother in detention, which is Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. And let me correct impression. When we say that we are blocking the borders, don't misunderstand or misinterpret what we actually mean. We mean that we don't mean the borders controlled by Nigeria government, like the main Ikom border, the main Calabar border, the main Ikang, which is Bakasi border. No, because they are fully in control of those major borders. But we are in the rest Appian way. Permit me to use that language, Appian way, which is the bush tracks borders, because there's a bush track, there are some borders. The bush separates Biafra from southern Cameroon, that's former British southern Cameroon, the Amazonia, and there are some places that water separates us and they. So these Appian ways are located in the typical villages, and we know it serves many people from the Cameroon axis, the southern Cameroon axis, or the Amazonian axis, when they move in towards that axis. Especially when you don't have your card, your international passport, you can't move towards the border. So they move towards these places. So we know all these Appian ways. And most of our businessmen as well make use of these routes. the timber businessmen, the cocoa businessmen, they pass through this IPM way. They don't, and we are coming from Bakasi. They pass through the Bakasi axis. If you are following water or Oron, so we blocked these areas and said for 3 days, just give us 3 days. So we just to show the kind of solidarity, nobody should come in to our territory, nobody should go out. And unfortunately, some people misunderstood that action. Our brothers in the southern, our brothers in the former British southern Cameroon. When I'm using the word former, I mean they are former British southern Cameroon, the Ambazonians. Some of them misunderstood because we did not allow them to come in. They were reacting across their own borders there, mounted a blockade and started harassing our people over there. At least we usually respect their ghost town. During their ghost town, our people does not cross there. But I wonder why they grew up, which I know that the boys who did that, who carried out their reprisal border closure, is their lawyer. I think their restoration force is loyal to the interim government of Samuel Sako. And without wasting much of our time on this issue, stressing on this issue, I don't want to stress on it, but I want to just say a few things. The IG, the interim government, cannot deny the fact that they are getting help from us, from our people. Sako cannot come out and he can't swear in the public that the IG, the restoration forces, are not getting help from our boys. I wouldn't want to say some sensitive things just because I want to win sympathy or whatever. No, I don't want to go into sensitive issues. Most of the things the IG, all the activities of the IG across the border, I'm always aware. In case he doesn't know, which is Samuel Sako, most of his county chairmen rely on us. In case he doesn't know, most of his county chairmen, anything they are doing across the border, anything they want to coordinate, they put us to notice. They put us to notice. So, apart from that, we know all their source of materials. It's not something that I will start saying. So, for them to come to come out publicly to claim that they are not in alliance with our people, to win sympathy, to win the sympathy or support of the Nigerian government is stupidity. Because no reasonable person, every reasonable person knows the Nigerian government will never support you. Because the same problem Cameroon is facing is the same problem Nigeria is facing. So how do you expect Nigeria to support you? Apart from that, I wonder how they reason. I'm not here to blackmail anybody. The IG of Samuel Sako knows that Ayuk Tabe, Julius, from Manu, who is the former leader also, was arrested in Nigeria and sent to Cameroon. When he was arrested in Nigeria, the IPOB nor BNA have never made public any alliance with Cameroon. With Ambazonia. We've not made such alliance public. But he was arrested. Why did the Nigerian government arrest? And now how do you expect the Nigerian government to support you? I was the first person, or we were the first group that hosted the Ambazonia Governing Council. That was before IG was formed. IG came in, was it 2017 or 18? The Ambazonia Governing Council, led by Yabacho, Dr. Yabacho, I hosted them. His former deputy, which is Mr. Upload Prince, we hosted them in Uyo. Nekomima, in our back local government area of Akwa Ibom State, where we hosted them. And some of other delegates that came and met us. There we planned on how to help ourselves across the border. Of course, we know that our members are indigenous of all the border towns. The Ejagan people, the Boki people, the Oron people, the Bakasi people. These are indigenous of the Biafra border towns, which is the area that the BNL controls mainly, where we operate mainly. So we had that agreement, oral agreement, not written. We don't have any reason to sign any agreement. We saw ourselves as one. Being that there are some of our tribes that also exist in Ambazonia, like the Jagam people. There's a Jagam in Biafra, there's a Jagam in Ambazonia. So it makes it more easier for border crossing and interaction. We speak one language there. From Ikom Etum to Manu, Manfe area in Manu, we speak the same language. Even up to Bayangi. Bayangi is a clan of Jagam. We speak the same language. So it makes it more easier for border crossing. So I don't see no reasonable person will reason that he will win support from the Nigerian government. So I'm appealing to the IG. We don't care whether you align with us or not. We don't care. We don't have anything to lose. Yes, Biafrans does not have anything to lose. You get whatever you are getting from here. You cannot deny the fact that you get it from here. We are aware of everything. And you come publicly to claim that you don't have any business with us. That's coward. Then I think that is that. They're coming to the issue in Biafra land. We've been following the court trial. We followed the court trial of the IPB leader, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. And I saw the charges before the day of the court sitting. When I read it, I was like, I couldn't believe that the federal government of Nigeria will bring such ridiculous charges. No, when I read it, I said, no, these are all these online, fake online websites. And I couldn't believe such thing. So I was eager to know if truly these charges I read is the actual charges that the government brought to court. So to my surprise, I listened to the barrister in charge of the case, which is Barrister Kanu, explaining the same thing I read. So I was like, what? How can the government, the federal government, bring such ridiculous, meaningless, nonsense charges? No reasonable government will bring such nonsense to court. So, which means you arrested him just to punish him. You don't have any case. There's no case because all the charges, all the allegations are based on broadcast terrorism, based on broadcast. What is the other one? He insulted Buhari based on broadcast. He bombed whatever based on broadcast. Based on this country is the only. I know that what they are doing is to frustrate us. They know they don't have any case. Freedom fighting is not a crime, so you can't prosecute any of us in court. So the only thing the government will do, the useless government, is to keep us in detention for a long time, frustrating, prolonging, and adjourning cases. That is what our people must understand in this issue. You don't expect justice in the Nigerian courts. You don't expect such justice because they will frustrate you by every means. Because by adjourning the case, they are the owners of the court. They know, they manipulate whatever they do there. So the other thing our people should understand is that freedom does not come on a platter of gold. It doesn't come. That is why it doesn't come easily. There are some prices we must pay. I don't usually believe in talking. I hardly talk. I hardly do videos because whatever I do is in my mind. So So I don't like to come to the public and begin to make unnecessary threats. No. But they shouldn't push us to the war. They shouldn't push us to the war. But we're not going to take it. We're ready to defend ourselves. We are everly ready to defend ourselves. The Cameroonian government will attest to what is going on in Bakasi area. Of course, our men in Bakasi are very mean. You cannot attack us, fight us, harm us without receiving it back accordingly. And when we target you, we are more deadlier than even the Amazonians. It's not a joke. So the FG, trying to push us to the war will lead to more problems for Nigeria. The level we are now is not the level of declaration. I think I've seen some statement of a group that wants to declare Biafra, whatever. We've passed that level. We're not on that level. The level we are is not where we'll be issuing statements, talking from London, talking from America, no. We need to put things. We need fiscal action. We need more pressure to get what we want, to leave Nigeria. We need to apply much more pressure to leave Nigeria. And of course, the area we are, let's say, our operational base, which is Bakasi Peninsula, is a region that serves two different countries, Nigeria and Cameroon. Cameroon, which controls the peninsula militarily, and Nigeria, which technically controls the Bakasi Peninsula. And how do Nigeria controls the peninsula? How do you think? Why do you think that Nigeria technically controls Bakasi? Is because of the Green Tree Agreement, which places the highest percentage of the revenue under Nigeria to Nigeria. So they receive about 60% of the revenue in Bakasi Peninsula, while Cameroon takes 40% of the oil revenue there. Apart from that, the people, according to the Green Tree Agreement, states that they shouldn't change their identity to Cameroon. So, which is what is favoring Nigeria. But the only way we can frustrate them, these two countries that came together to share our resources, is to cut them off completely. We know that we don't have that resources as a group to do so. But even the little we have done, Cameroon, we are frustrating Cameroon more. And that is why we gave oil companies notice to quit, so Nigeria will lose completely. So we don't want any foreign trade, drilling of oil within the Gulf of Guinea. So any action there will not just affect Cameroon, it will affect Nigeria. And that is why, and that place, technically as well, we are in charge, we are in control. The Biafrans are in charge. The BNL is in charge. Because the people of the region, when you come out, our members in the region are indigenous. From my chief of staff, an indigene. The commanders of the militia forces who declared loyalty to us, they are indigenes. We also have the former leaders of the secessionist group there, initially indigenes who are with us, declare support for Biafra. We have most of the political leaders, I won't mention their name, that even in Calabar there are supporting us. In terms of consultation, we have reached out to a lot of people in Cross River, in the Akwa Ibom, stakeholders, even in River State there. So this struggle is not something that a particular ethnic group should be left alone to champion. No, it's for everybody. Biafra is for all of us. It is not for a particular tribe. Don't sit there and wait for a particular Biafran tribe to come and consult you or to come and drag you to support the struggle. That is totally wrong. It's a very wrong mentality. It's a very wrong mentality. So we have to protect our territories. We have to rise up and fight for what is ours. I appreciate the Jagam people, the Jagam members of our group at the upland area who have for some time mounted the border blockade, even though their action led to reactions across the other side of the border in Amazonia. I appreciate them, the Jagam people in Etung, in Ikom, and the Buki people. I think 2 of our boys were apprehended in Buki, in Biajwa, Danares area. We appreciate the Jagam people in Akampa, who also did their best blocking the village Ekoganako route that lead to Mundemba in Indian division. We appreciate them. Every effort is recognized. Every effort is highly appreciated. You know, we are really proud of them. I also use the opportunity to appreciate my deputy, Comrade Buta Akotakon from Ejagam. He has done well in bringing his people, the Jagam people, in. I think the Jagam is the second largest tribe in Cross River, and they are also found in southern Cameroon, which is Amazonia. So we appreciate their effort. We appreciate your effort, all of you. Effort of all cross Riverians across the borders, giving us the necessary support that we need. We appreciate the Bakasi people, the Oron people, the Baka people. We really appreciate you all. And also our brothers, the Igbos, the Igbo area. We appreciate their steadfastness, their zeal, their fearless approach. It's not easy. We know that the majority of the Igbos want a free Biafran state. So, and that is why everybody from all the Biafran territory, the different eastern region, must join hands with the Igbos to liberate Biafra. I believe we'll all come together we'll all unite to come up with a good constitution that will cover the new republic, and we'll also come together to form a government. There is no group or individual that will lord it over others. No. Every group is important in this struggle. The IPOB, they're important in terms of their media prowess. The BNL important in terms of the areas, our activities at the borders, at the coastal areas were important because they were reason why Buhari described IPOB, even if he's referring to, I think, a particular tribe, of being a dot in the circle. That means that they have no access anywhere, but you cannot attribute that to us. That is not attributed to us because in Bakasi, we are in charge. Anything that comes in, we know when it comes in and when it goes out. If it comes in, we can decide to intercept. We can decide to even hijack it. and that is that. So you cannot describe us as a dot in a circle without access anywhere. That's very wrong. And there are the borders there. You've seen that most of us have seen that our members at the borders are very active. They are very active. So the BNL is important in the struggle. Every group is important in the struggle. We shouldn't neglect or look down on each other. So that is my advice for everybody. I will also use the opportunity to also appeal to us